don't want any shortcuts in this story. I want to go right back to the start because there was footage of you emerging at the Harry Styles gig in Melbourne. I was there that night too. Incredible performance. Talk me through how this all happened.
About 5 years ago, I was up in Sydney at the Arias, and I was introduced to Harry Styles. I think Dennis Hanlon, who was the CEO then of Sony, brought him over and said, Daryl, this is Harry. I've got, Harry, hi, how are you? Sort of shook hands, and that was it. He walked away, and then on that tour that he was on, I think he played the horses once or twice.
Yeah.
And I saw footage of that back in whatever it was, 2017 or 2018. I thought, my God, that was weird. Anyway, nothing
that was weird.
happened, and then years went by until March this year, or April. No, March, I think. And Harry was out here again, and he started playing the horses, I think, in his Perth gig. And I remember waking up, watching the news in the morning. I thought, God, what's that? Is that Harry Styles bloke playing that song? And I just felt elated. I thought, my God, because everyone rang, said, oh, Daryl, you're on the TV and you're with Harry. And I said, no, I'm not with Harry. But anyway, I thought when he was coming to Melbourne, I thought I'll go and see him So I asked Sony, could they get us a ticket? They got us a ticket from a friend and I, and we went along. And we're standing there to the side of the stage about 100 metres away, and the support band was, I think, Wet
Leg.
Yeah, they'd finished. They were really good. I liked the girl singer there. I thought she was great. And that finished, and they played the music in between. And after about 3 or 4 songs, they played the horses, like my recorded version of it. And I'm standing there going, this is not good. This is not. And then people in front have gone, aren't you the guy that sings? Are you? And then all of a sudden cameras turned, and I just stood there like a dill. I just didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
And so that subsided. And then, but I had a funny story. We were up, standing where we were, and there were 4 people, young girls, standing to my right, who prior to this happening had come up and said to us, hey, listen, we know you're security, but are we all right to stand here? I said, no, we're not security. It's fine. You can stand there all you like. It's fine. Then after the horses the first time, they said, oh, can I have a phone? So it just started, and it was really... It was surreal, the whole thing. Even the police came and said, hey, listen, do you want us to look after? I said, no, fine. I'm fine. I'll just stand here. It'll be fine. So that passed. Then Harry started the show.
Yeah.
And it was really good. And then got to the end, near the end, and he does the horses again. And I thought, oh, my God, it's had 2 goes. And so he did that. That was fantastic. And then... to move forward about a week or so, my band and I were playing on the Friday night up in Sydney at the Zoo, had a fantastic gig, came off. And we actually, that night, I'd got the band to learn a little bit of Watermelon Sugar High.
Oh, genius.
Because there'd been talk about all this thing, the Harry thing, and I thought, Anyway, we did it, and it was great. Came off stage, about half an hour later, I get a phone call from Vanessa, the CEO of Sony, and she said, Daryl.
No way.
Harry wants you to sing with him tomorrow night. If you can stay. Are you in Sydney? I said, no, we're going home. Oh, well, can you stay over? I said, okay then, I'll stay over. And stayed over with Brad, my sound engineer. And it was so... Again, it was a day that you just thought, this is going to be really unbelievable. Anyway, we went out to Accor Stadium maybe about 4 hours before it all started. got to meet Harry about an hour and a half before he went on in his room, and lovely guy. Yeah. And I said to him, well, we're going to do the horses, so what about how do you want to do it? And he said, well, how do you want it? I said, well, no, it's your show. And and then we agreed that, okay, he would do the first verse, I'll do the second. And then the chorus is out, bang, that's it. I said, okay, fine, that's it.
Yeah.
And then I stayed in my room for the next 3 hours while he got ready. Then he started his show. Then they said, it's time. And I thought, it's like the electrocution. And I walked backstage and I thought, my God, how many people are here? Anyway, got backstage. They put in ears, which I never wear. Okay. So I'm there floundering a little bit going, and they said, do you want anything in you? I said, I can hear Harry, but can I have a little bit of keyboard?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. And then, so we're standing there. Harry finishes the show as such, comes backstage with his singers and band, comes up to me and goes, okay, Daryl, you ready? So, and then he does a knuckles, thing. Goes, yeah, no, I'm fine. Yeah, all good. Can't hear anything. And then went out, and my God, it was because I don't know how many were there, 70,000 or more.
Yeah, sold out.
And I could hear him, and then I could hear dung, 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 the horses. And it was just, it was surreal, the whole thing. But it was such a mighty experience that, like hard to explain, because I just felt the elation that, and his warmth as well. Mm. And it was just so easy. It was just, and then it went without a hitch, and then I walked off and left it up to him. But but a lovely guy. He really is. Just the sweetest guy, and sort of, and it worked.
What did you see him afterwards, or was that the only?
We went out. We left in the police escort, so we had to, as soon as he came off stage, into his car or whatever, and we got in ours, and there were about 5 cars with the police in front and all that stuff. So
just like the Sherbet days.
It was. It was just. It was great, and that was it.